Why is my screen not showing? Whoops. Okay. So fresh new week. Although it's going to be a shortened week for me because I'll be traveling. So I don't want to be too greedy for the beginning of the week. But I did have something puzzling happen um, over the weekend. So the Globex session opens up Sunday at 6, and I actually placed a limit order to take a short at the 3400 34,000 or 3475. I think I was playing this area. Uh Maybe it was, oh yeah, on the 15-minute zone, this area. So it must have been the 34,075. But obviously looking at the candlesticks that formed this morning, you'd expect that to be a stop out and a loss. But instead, the order just never got triggered. So I'm not really understanding what happened there. I'm grateful that I got saved from a loss, but at the same time, like it is, if there's a different issue about orders being entered, then yeah, that has me a little bit confused slash concerned. So I have to look into that. I don't know. I don't even know how to look into it, even though I'm saying it out loud. So um, just gonna keep an eye out for orders that don't get triggered. And it's not like it gapped up. And even if it did, it should have just given me a worse fill. But yeah, I'm not really understanding what's happening there. Maybe technical error. I don't know, but I benefited from it, so I'm not complaining too much. I just want to understand. At this point, we have a trend change. We're finally broken out of this range. I think it's a little too early to definitively say because this candle. I would want to see this hourly candle close above and then make a higher low. Although we kind of already did that. We had a little bit of a wedge shape form last week that I didn't quite notice. Whenever that happens, it usually means there's pressure building up, like you're coiling up a spring, and it's just natural physics. Like what happens if you coil up anything and you apply too much pressure on anything, it'll explode. So but to what direction is anybody's guess. This bullish engulfing candle is a clue that happened at 2 o'clock this morning. Um, I wasn't looking, but that would have been a clue. That would have been the first sign of the explosive move. And yeah, I mean, I've had some success taking these, but it's just you have to take two orders at the same time, and you could easily get like just chopped out of it if you guess wrong. Like if you guess too if you set your range for the breakout to be too small, you'll just get stopped out both directions. Um, and because you need to take two trades in order to get ahead of this, it's very difficult to trade at an appropriate size. Um, so it's really a move that I really only save once I have plenty of profit and I'm feeling extra aggressive, and I can stomach the stop out both directions. But when I'm in a brand new when I'm in the very beginning of a brand new account, like a brand new evaluation, that's not necessarily the move I would want to start with. So I noticed the wedge, but I forgot to talk about it and why I wasn't going to take it. But after the explosion upward, it reminded me. Um, so what am I doing now? I am going to place a long this that I would have been triggered into if I showed up to the charts earlier today. I think I really need to start looking at the charts much earlier in the day and catch the opening. Um, it seems to be. It didn't used to be necessary because I'd have orders and positions be able to be held overnight. Um, but I did manage to start my session last night on Sunday evening to place the orders that didn't get filled like I talked about, but I didn't show up this morning until like now. Like literally it's the first time I'm looking at the charts this morning. But I think I could afford to be earlier. It would benefit me a lot because I would have been aggressive about taking this right here, this long right here. Although maybe not. It didn't break. It might. I might have hesitated because it didn't break and make a new high yet. So, uh, yeah. If with only this candle showing, I might not have entered along to try and catch this beautiful wick right afterwards. Let's zoom down even more. Yeah, it wasn't enough. It probably wouldn't have been enough for me. I probably wouldn't have taken this anyway. But now that it's made a new high, um, this basically is making a statement. Let me just get rid of this. We don't use this anymore. This position right here is basically making the statement. I'm playing like these low quality zones a little bit, but really I'm making the statement. Okay, if it makes a new low, if this really is a trend change, then the new low should be around here, around, I'm guessing, around the 34,000 or 33,925. It is a little bit of a picking bottoms kind of situation, um, but it that's, I mean, that every limit order is some form of picking bottom or picking top. I'm okay with it because I'm pretty strict about making sure there's an edge there before placing it. It's not just guessing. So there's other pieces of evidence here. It's like previous resistance becoming new support, and also there is some support here. I would take a backup order here, but I want to take a one at a time. So I'll place an alert here to let me know that I'm going to get triggered right here, and then another one right here to let me know I got stopped out. And then I will jump back in to re-engage and maybe take the backup order or not.